If I lost everything tomorrow and had to start over with just $10 a day, I'd use the same 3 ETFs whether I was 25 or 55. Same funds, same system, just different allocations. Most people think building wealth and generating income require completely different strategies. They don't. You don't need a growth portfolio and an income portfolio. You need one system that shifts as your priorities change. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how that works. 3 ETFs, 2 allocations, 1 long-term strategy that adapts without starting over. Let's start with the rules that never change. Before we get into the ETFs, you need to understand 3 things. Rule 1. Time determines whether you prioritize growth or income. If you have 20+ years, volatility doesn't matter. Compounding does. You prioritize growth. If you're approaching retirement or already there, you need cash flow without selling shares. You prioritize income. Rule 2. You must build capital before income matters. A portfolio that generates $2,000 per month didn't start that way. It started small, focused on growth, and became large enough to produce meaningful income. You can't skip the accumulation phase. Rule 3. Volatility is only dangerous if it changes your behavior. Markets drop 10%, 20%, sometimes 30%. That's normal. If a drop makes you panic and sell, volatility destroyed you. If a drop just means your contributions buy more shares, volatility helped you. The danger isn't the market, it's your reaction to it. Now let's talk about ETFs. An ETF is not a stock pick, it's a system. When you buy an ETF like the S&P 500, you're not betting on 500 companies. You're buying a self-adjusting basket that automatically replaces failing companies with growing ones. No research, no rebalancing, no guessing. It's a passive system that works because it stays invested and adapts without you doing anything. The goal isn't to be right. The goal is to stay in the market long enough for compounding to work. And you only need 3 to cover everything. VO tracks the S&P 500, the 500 largest U.S. companies. This is your foundation. It gives you exposure to the entire U.S. economy: tech, healthcare, finance, consumer goods, energy, everything. It's diversified, low cost, 0.03% expense ratio, and historically returns about 10% per year over the long term. Companies that fail get removed. Companies that grow get added. The index evolves automatically. And it pays dividends, around 1.5% annually, which you can reinvest during growth or take as income later. This is the anchor. Every strategy needs it. QQQ tracks the NASDAQ 100, the largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. This is heavily weighted toward tech: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla. These are companies that reinvest profits into growth rather than paying large dividends. They're volatile, but over time, they compound faster. QQQ has returned about 15% annually over the past decade, compared to the S&P 500's 10%. Why does this matter? Because when you're young and contributing regularly, volatility actually helps you. When the market drops, your $10 a day buys more shares. When it recovers, those extra shares compound. This is the growth engine. You use it heavily early on, then dial it back as you approach income needs. SHD focuses on U.S. dividend growth stocks, companies with strong cash flow that consistently raise dividends. The current yield is around 3.5%, and these companies increase payouts over time, so your income grows even if you never add another dollar. But here's the real value: behavioral stability. When the market crashes and QQQ drops 30%, SCHD still pays you. That cash flow keeps you calm. It reduces the urge to panic sell. And later, when you need income, SCHD lets you live off dividends without selling shares. This is your income anchor. You add it as you get closer to needing cash flow. Now let's see how these 3 ETFs work in practice. Same 3 ETFs, same daily contribution of $10. Only the allocation changes. Growth-focused, age 25 to 45, 50% VOO, 40% QQQ, 10% SCHD. This maximizes compounding. You're prioritizing long-term growth over current income. After 30 years at a 10% average annual return, you'd have roughly $600,000. But your annual dividend income? Only about $9,000, around $750 per month. Why? Because you were reinvesting everything. You built wealth, not cash flow. Income-focused, age 50 plus, 40% VOO, 10% QQQ, 50% SCHD. This maximizes current income. You're prioritizing cash flow over maximum growth. After 30 years, your portfolio might be closer to $500,000 to $550,000, less total value. But your annual dividend income? Around $18,000 to $20,000, about $1,500 to $1,650 per month. Same system, same ETFs, different priorities. You didn't rebuild your portfolio. You just shifted the weights. Investors get wrong. They treat growth and income like separate identities. I'm a growth investor, so I buy tech stocks. I'm an income investor, so I buy dividend stocks. Then life changes. They need income, so they panic, sell everything, and rebuild a completely new portfolio, triggering taxes, fees, and bad timing. That's chaos. The right approach is simpler. Growth and income are phases, not identities. You don't need a new strategy. You need to adjust the weights of the same strategy. Start heavy in VOO and QQQ. Let compounding do its work. As you approach retirement, shift into SCHD. Increase cash flow without selling. Same 3 ETFs. One continuous system. And here's the truth. The difference between a perfect allocation and a good enough allocation is negligible over 30 years. What matters is staying invested, contributing consistently, not panicking during crashes. Behavior beats optimization every single time. Look, investing doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need 15 ETFs. You don't need to time the market. You don't need to constantly rebuild your portfolio. You need 3 funds, consistent contributions, and the discipline to stay invested through volatility. VOO for stability, QQQ for growth, SCHD for income. Adjust the allocation as your priorities change. That's it. The investors who win aren't the ones with the smartest strategy. They're the ones who stick with a simple strategy long enough for it to work. If this approach makes sense to you, subscribe for more rational, long-term investing content. And check out the next video on how to actually build this portfolio step by step. This content is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, or legal advice. All investments involve risk, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Always do your own research and consider consulting a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions.